over this marriage. I want a divorce.
What? Where's this coming from?
I don't want to explain myself. I just don't want to be with you anymore. Divorce, please!
I see. I found a weird stack of papers in the living room. I guess that's paperwork for filing a divorce?
It is. I filled out my part. Now you just need to do yours. Do it quickly and let me know when it's done so I can get it submitted. The sooner the better.
I'm gonna need a reason.
For what?
Why do you want a divorce? What did I do to you? You owe me that much at least. I'm not filling in any paperwork until you tell me.
Why? Are you really going to make me explain?
I am. Where is this coming from? We've barely been married 6 months. You aren't even gonna give this relationship a chance? I'll obviously need you to explain this to my family. You will to yours as well. What's your reason? Not to mention work. We literally share an office. What am I supposed to tell our coworkers? I can't just pretend like nothing happened.
You have a point. I guess you'll find out eventually anyways. I may as well explain myself now. I hope you're ready. I'm seeing someone else. I have been for a while. I want to get divorced so I can marry him. I chose wrong. I want to remedy that.
That's quite blunt of you, but I appreciate the confession. I hope you're prepared for the consequences.
Like damages? Whatever. He's loaded. I'll just have him pay everything off in a lump sum. You'll get your money. We good now? I really lucked out finding him.
You didn't look far. You're sleeping with Greg, right?
Huh? Why do you think that?
It's a guess. You spend a ton of time at work, so I'm sure it's someone within the office. No one is making much of the job. The only one who could afford to throw away money right now would be Greg. Am I right?
Mr. Detective over here. It looks like I've been caught. Are you sure you didn't hire someone to follow me? I feel like we've been super secretive.
I didn't really need to. Everyone around the office has been spreading rumors about you two. It didn't take long to connect the dots.
Who has? Give me names.
There's too many to name. Witnesses kept approaching me every day. Multiple people said that they caught you two making out in the break room. Very sneaky of you.
People were watching? That's creepy. They should have respected our privacy.
At least you had the decency to do it when I was out of the office. His office is all glass though. Everyone could see you two making out in there. Did you just assume that no one would tell me? I have plenty of friends that work in this company.
Meh, whatever, I guess. I don't care that you know. People saw? So what? The outcome is going to be the same. We are going to get divorced either way. If you knew, then why did you want me to explain myself? This has been a huge waste of my time. Did you want a written confession or something? I told you, you'll get your money. I won't fight you on it. Just send Greg the bill and he'll get you the money within a few days.
You realize Greg is married, right? Is he planning on divorcing his current wife for you?
Of course he is. He doesn't care about that old hag. She's got at least 10 years on me and I'm way better looking. When you sign those papers, he'll tell her as much. Then we can be together forever as planned. He's counting down the days until he can be free of her.
I see. Well, good for you. You guys are in a divorce pact of sorts. He's just waiting for you to take the initiative and then he'll follow suit.
We sure are. So yeah, be a doll. Fill out those papers, please.
Hey Tony, got a minute? I wanted to talk to you about what I mentioned the other day. Sure thing, Jared. I've got time. What's up? I'm gonna take you up on that offer, if it's still on the table. Woohoo! Hell yeah, it is! But yeah, you realize there's some risk in this, right? There's no way that you won't get in trouble for doing this. Really? You think so? I'll be fine. To be honest with you, I've been looking for competent employees for a while. What did Claire end up telling you? And what about you? Is Greg gonna retaliate if you go? He's got his own things to worry about. He's just filed for divorce. Seriously? Well, that was quick. Not wasting any time. But yeah, the thing we talked about needs to happen, especially now that their affair is public knowledge. This could be huge. I mean, the guy is the president and he's doing this kind of stuff at work, and they call themselves a family business? All while being married. Dude has no shame. Yeah, that's pretty bad. I wouldn't want to be involved in that. Yeah, which is why this needs to work. Can I count on you? I can't imagine his bosses will be thrilled to hear about this. Stealing one of your subordinates' wives and fooling around at work, all while being married yourself. He is in trouble. Yeah, what goes around comes around. The guy just does whatever he wants in his personal life. I imagine that bleeds into how he runs his office. That's going to be a huge problem for him.
Sup, Jared? Are you really quitting? Why?
I am. I sent in my resignation a few days ago. I need a catch up on my replacement this week. He's got a lot to figure out before I leave. I plan on working the whole 3 weeks, but after that, I'm gone.
Can't say I blame you. It's gotta be pretty hard for you to work here, knowing that your boss stole your wife from you. I'm sure you've spent many long days crying at your desk over it. It must be so hard for you. I gotta say, my job has never felt more secure. Sleeping with the boss has many perks.
That's nice. I don't really care anymore.
Huh? How could you not care?
I've got another job lined up. I don't need this job, and I definitely don't need you.
Whatever. I got what I wanted. You filled out your end of the paperwork without too much trouble. Thanks for being so cooperative. We upheld our end of the bargain, so no hurt feelings. You'll get your money within the week. My life is going to drastically turn around once this waiting period is up. I'll go from a nobody to practically a celebrity. Jared, I have an update for you. I know you are dying to hear it. Greg and I are finally official. The wait was brutal, but I'm so glad it's finally over. And it's all thanks to you. Had you fought me on the divorce, I would have had to wait even longer. But now I get to be what I always dreamed of. In reality, we've been acting like a married couple for the past 2 years anyways. However, in the eyes of the court, we are officially a thing. I'm so lucky to have an awesome husband like Greg. He really wears me out every day. I don't know how he does it. Not to mention all the fancy lunches and dinners I get treated to. I'm never going to have to cook another meal again. And the vacations! He's flown me first class to luxury hotels twice within the last 6 months. My life is amazing. I'm actually getting bored of shopping. I mean, having to buy fancy new clothes every day is exhausting. I couldn't spend all of his money no matter how hard I tried. I'm going to do my best, though. Nothing is out of my reach. The amount of relief I have now that we are official is hard to put into words. I'm going to have to try even harder to blow his money.
Wow. I had 9 unread messages in quick succession. I was wondering who it could have been. I should have known. I see, today marks 2 years since your previous divorce, which means you guys were able to make things official? Congrats, I guess.
Thanks! I've never been happier in my life. Being rich is the best. Life without money is so empty. I can't believe I tolerated it for so long. So sorry I'm the only one who gets to be rich. You'll just have to do your best one day to be less poor.
Oh, I'm good. I wanted to leave before anything too bad happened. You just gave me a good excuse to leave.
Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Jared! Pick up! Pick up right now! Where are you?
What do you want? I'm not going to talk to you on the phone. Why do you keep messaging me? You're married. We don't work in the same office anymore. There's no reason to stay in touch.
Don't play dumb with me! You knew! Our company was starting to go under and you knew! Why didn't you say anything?
Why would I? I don't work at the company anymore. It's not my job to keep them afloat.
You've been trying to act all sly. I finally understood what you meant. You knew the company was in trouble and you wanted to get out before that happened. Why is the company failing? Tell me.
Nothing in particular. I just had a hunch.
A hunch? Back to playing detective, huh? You sure you didn't do something fishy before you left? Cooked the books?
Yeah, you should try and look at it from an outside perspective. For example, from your clients' perspectives. Greg is the face of the company. Despite that, he did whatever he wanted around the office. He thought that he was invincible, and that was reflected in his business decisions. He did the unthinkable to one of his own subordinates. It's not that surprising, given that he treats everyone in the office as tools to be used. He knew it was wrong, though, seeing as he tried to hide it and cover up his actions after the fact. That sort of thing doesn't go away. People outside of our company knows what he did too. Do you think companies are going to jump at the opportunity to do business with a man who has no integrity?
I guess not.
So yeah, he managed to do this without an intervention from me. He presents himself as a family-run business. That's a selling point to his clientele. He did everything in his power to tarnish that image in one fell swoop. I'm glad I got out when I did. If you want to know why business is so bad, you should ask him. I imagine he isn't in the best of moods right now, though.
There's no way I can ask him that. He's being so difficult right now. Anytime I've brought up work to him in the past, it hasn't been pretty. He gets pissed off and shuts it down immediately. It's a topic that's off limits with him. I need to know we are financially secure, though.
Well, I don't work there anymore. I don't care what happens to that company. So stop bothering me with it. I have a meeting to attend. I'm off. Hey, Jared. I just got some interesting news. It seems Greg is no longer the company president. He was voted out. It was a unanimous vote from the board. He wasn't demoted, he was fired. They wanted a fresh start. They ended up hiring some hotshot from outside of the company. He has a lot of damage control to do. You will never guess who they hired. Greg's ex-wife. She's apparently quite business savvy. Oh, wow. I knew she was a consultant. I saw her in the office a few times in the past helping with some things. This is one hell of a promotion for her. She's got her work cut out for her. I hope she does well. Me too. You were brought up more than once during his hearing. They were never able to fill your shoes. His affair ended up costing the company its reputation as well as their top accountant. I heard all of this as a pitch from them. They want you back. They were offering us a sizable package in order to get you. Obviously, I don't want to lose you as an employee. However, as a friend, I wanted to let you know the offer is there. Besides, you aren't the only one who jumped ship. We got a bunch of employees after you left. A bunch of the company's top guys that didn't want to work in that toxic culture anymore. You've created something special over here. It's in a similar line of work, so most of the guys were able to transition pretty seamlessly. I realize it was risky to take everyone on at the time, but I'm glad you did. You were able to put them all to work immediately and really turned a huge profit from it. No need for modesty. You were a massive reason it all worked out. You helped everyone transition smoothly. Naturally, it didn't hurt that you talked us up so much. Don't think that I'll forget what you did for this company. It'll take me a lifetime to repay you. I'm always here for you. Thanks. I appreciate everything you've done for me. I'm lucky to have you.
Jared! You moved? Without telling me?
Why do you keep messaging me? Yes, I moved, right after we got divorced. Why would I tell you that? We aren't married anymore.
I heard that you've climbed up to vice president at your new company. Why would anyone think you are competent enough for that?
That's why you're texting me?
Tell me your address. Right now. I dumped that loser Greg a month ago. I won't waste my time on unemployed bums. Enough time has passed. We can get married again. I'm moving in tonight. You're welcome.
What? Are you drunk?
Excuse me?
I heard all about your divorce from Greg. Getting divorced twice in 2 years is quite impressive. But yeah, stop being such a leech. I have no interest in getting back together with you.
A leech? Don't you dare take that tone with me. You're lucky I'm giving you this chance. You'll never do better than me.
I am indeed lucky that we got divorced. Thanks to that, I was able to find a new job where I make way more money. I bet you'd like some of that money. Let me guess, you've maxed out how many credit cards by now? 3?
Huh? How would you know?
I know your parents stopped talking to you after we got divorced. When they found out you divorced me because of money, they wrote you out of their will. So you clearly aren't getting any support from them. And I know you found yourself in quite the desperate situation. Otherwise, you wouldn't be messaging the ex who you screwed over. I will say, this must be pretty degrading for you.
Shut it! Don't act like you know me. I don't need you.
Whatever, I have no intention of telling you my address. And there is no amount of money that would convince me to get back together with you. If you need help paying back your debts, you're gonna have to find someone else.
Don't be like this. We can figure something out.
For real this time, stop messaging me. After our divorce, I'd kept Claire unblocked in order to communicate with her about the damages. After receiving the money, for whatever reason, I kept her unblocked. On the bright side, it provided me with some entertainment. I got to witness her fall from grace firsthand. And I got to witness her reaction to my rise. At least there's that. She ended up begging everyone she knew for money. She was aggressive about it. Her friends and family stopped talking to her because they knew where the conversation would lead. She's now alone. She's gonna need to figure things out on her own now. My previous employer's reputation continued to dip for some time. Tony was able to snatch up a lot of the companies who were seeking alternative suppliers. That's just business though. People are cutthroat. Make one mistake and you lose someone's business forever. Claire eventually found another job at a sketchy company. She worked there long enough to pay off most of her debts, however, she kept racking up new ones. I ended up blocking her for good. There was no point in receiving any further messages from her in the future. I have no idea what she's up to now, and I'm all the more happier for it. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button to see more content like this.